got another mic'd up practice session. So focused in on long irons because strokes gained approach is the statistic that is most strongly correlated with success on the PGA Tour. So strokes gained approach means relative to the golfers in the field that day, from the shot you're trying to hit into the green, how well do you stack up against the field? So I think it's important to just practice your long irons because of that. So we're going at the tree on the very left. They're out in front of us, just to keep me honest. Okay. When you're creating a pattern, it's totally fine to tee it up. You don't want to keep changing your swing thoughts because of different turf conditions from shot to shot. So when you tee it up, or if you hit off of AstroTurf, you can create a better pattern and be a little bit more confident with the shots that you hit on the course. So a little too high, a little too cutty, so close the face down a little bit. I want to keep this informal and just show what I do when things go wrong. So it's not just like a highlight reel and you don't really know how to practice or how to play. So the goal is to create a pattern that allows you to be more confident with your shot selection, because when you hit it poorly, it's not off the map. You want to keep it on the map. So I'm hitting cuts, aiming for the left side of that tree, close the face down a little bit. Now, controlling the spin of your ball is also important, because then you have more options into the green. So let's say this is a front pin. I want to hit it higher. All right, so what I'll do there is feel what the dog on the leash wants to do through the ball in order to make that happen, and then set it up for success there. So I have it a little bit more forward, a little bit more cut spin, because a cut's just going to spin more typically, and it'll go a little bit higher for me. So there, playing it off my left ear. Cut. Okay, not bad. So, in terms of course management, you want to control the spin of your ball and give yourself the best angle to the green that you can. Not the pin, the green. You're not that good. Nobody's that good. So when you hit these different shots and give yourself a little bit of confidence relative to controlling that spin, there we go, then you can hit the ball a little bit closer to the flag on accident, essentially. Some shots, if they end up close to the pin, it's lucky, or at least you should choose your shots that way. So again, going a little bit higher, feeling that dog going down the line, a little bit higher, a little bit of cut spin, so getting a little bit left. There we go. So I like to model my swing after my long irons and then kind of tweak it from there, because if you can hit your long irons well, you're going to beat like 90% of golfers, because then you'll drive the ball well, and the closer you get to the hole, the easier it is to hit it close statistically. So again, strokes gained approach is the stat we're trying to model our game around. So again, a little bit higher, head behind the ball. Even if you don't feel as if you're a good enough golfer to call your shots, call every shot, because then it won't be luck. Might be, as Bob Ross calls it, a happy little accident, but it won't be luck. So let's try and hit this one low. Sort of hit it lower, swing a little easier, back of the stance, hit down on it. When you choke down, it's also going to influence your ball strike towards being more of a cut, because the shaft becomes stiffer. So there we go, a little bit in front of it, a little bit steeper. Close. Just got a little quick. There we go. Let's go even lower here. Okay. So, being comfortable with hitting your long irons is going to set you up to play better golf. It's the flywheel of confidence. Meaning, you're going to be more free with your driver, because you know you can hit the green no matter where your ball is. So, alright, hit one more. See if I can give you a feel. Okay, hitting a baseball is a lot like hitting a golf ball. Your head goes behind the ball. So, you get here, stays behind. That way you can swing from up to up. There we go. There we go. Let's hit this one high. Okay, pulled it a little bit. So we're just going to keep the face open a little bit longer. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's it.